Well, on a good Monday afternoon, we are here at the delegate meeting about to take place online, and we go from the state convention. Now we're going and looking at the national convention, where we will have a meeting of delegates, and the Texas delegation is going to be center stage here today. This is the first time the national delegates have met together. It'll be the national delegates and alternates meeting together in one room, and we'll also be nominating and electing two members, a male and a female, for the platform committee, national platform committee, two members, a male and a female, for the national rules committee, and two individuals, a male and a female, for permanent organization committee. So that's basically what's on the agenda. Most of the work that's going to be discussed today is more technical than anything, explaining to the delegates what is they can expect. All the delegates have got to put in a deposit. The cost of being a delegate per person is going to be at a minimum $3,000, somewhere between $3,000 and $4,000, maybe even $5,000, depending on how first class some people want to make this trip. But what's interesting, and I think one of the things that is going to be discussed today, is the fact that the alternates, unfortunately, alternates and guests are going to basically be shut out for the first 3 days, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And they will not be allowed to come in until Thursday. So any guests and alternates have to remain outside of the convention until the Thursday convention, when Donald J. Trump will accept the nomination for president. In the room right now is basically, this is the delegation that you're seeing. Everyone is ready to go and excited, I guess, to hear what's coming up. And this will be a fun meeting, I'm sure, as everyone has the opportunity to engage with one another a little bit. We'll get to know one another. My first alternate is last name, Tyler Knight is his name, and so I've had a chance to converse with him via text, and I'm sure that we'll get a chance to touch base before then and have a better idea of how this is going to kind of coordinate. Typically, what happens at a national convention is that the delegates and the alternates will typically be in the same room, and the guests are in the same room. So the delegates usually are going to be on the floor. The alternates are going to be in the wings. These are stadiums, football stadiums that you would be attending these national conventions in, and then the guests would be a little bit higher up in the wings. And so that's kind of how this kind of plays out. And this time, unfortunately, because of the whole COVID thing, that's not going to be a possibility. This is going to be everyone's going to be shut out, and so guests and alternates are going to have to watch from home, which is really, I think, a disappointment. I'm sure a lot of alternates are going to be a little frustrated by that, for sure. So I guess we'll see what happens. My understanding is there's two individuals running for platform committee that I'm supporting, Bunny Pounds and David Barton, and both of them are excellent on issues. Bunny Pounds is an Eagle Forum person. She ran for I bet I'm being told that my audio is my audio is going. All right. Thank you very much. I'm getting it. All right, I should be good now, and so is that what it was? I'm guessing. Yep, I got the audio echo, and if it weren't for Adrian out there watching me, that would continue. So sounds so much better, doesn't it? Okay, so we're getting ready for the meeting. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move it over to the meeting, and I'm going to put it on on the speaker position so that we can hear what they have to say. So I'm going to hand it over and see where we are right now.
Later.
Hello, Mark Dunham.
Hey everyone.
Okay, they're still talking. There's nothing eventful going on yet. Everybody's just grabbing the opportunity to say howdy to everyone, and we'll put it on speaker view so that we can get a sense of when this starts. I can move it over there. So that's kind of what we're doing right now. As I said, if the echo was too much of a bother, and I get scolded every time I forget to do the audio, and understandably so. But bottom line, what we're doing today is going to be electing a permanent platform committee member, a male and female, for each of the three committees: platform, rules, and permanent organization or national organization. And so that's what we'll be electing. Then they're going to go over all of the logistics. We're going to get sizes of shirts because everyone in the Texas delegation, every year that we have had a Texas delegation for as long as I can remember, the Texas delegation basically dresses alike. And so everyone's going to get a cowboy hat. That cowboy hat back there is a cowboy hat from New York in 2004 when George W. Bush was president and was running for re-election. And so everyone will get a hat, everyone will get a Texas shirt, and along with other things that go along with that. I'm going to continue checking out.
Oh, he's here somewhere.
He's right.
I'm here.
Yeah, I'm checking out to see, and it sounds like they are still we are still waiting for the meeting to start. So. Hey, why don't I just hand it over and you can hear kind of the discussion and talk back and forth so that you can kind of get a feel for what this is like. So here it is.
Oh, there he is.
Chairman's here.
Chairman's running it.
Well, congratulations.
That's the chair.
Congratulations.
Yep.
We see you.
Congratulations, sir.
Can y'all hear me?
Congratulations, Colonel West.
Congratulations, Chairman West.
Congratulations.
Congratulations or
Congratulations, Alan. Congratulations, Alan.
Where's McDonald going?
Congratulations.
We need to see the whole story.
Agenda.
A lively
20 minutes.
Congratulations.
Guess we can all chat too.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hey, Colonel. It's Chris Miller. Congratulations.
Made in
Can y'all hear
Texas.
me?
Yes.
Made in Texas.
Get
Yes.
closer.
I can hear you.
Okay.
We hear you, Miller. Colonel, this is Dan Patrick. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Colonel West.
Hey, look, I just want to take a moment to speak to each and every one of you, our national delegates. I look forward to being with you all, going to Jacksonville, Florida for the RNC convention. And this is the important moment for each and every one of us to make sure that we continue to hold Texas, because if we were to lose Texas and allow the progressive socialist left to overtake this state, then we lose the United States of America. I will tell you that each and every one of you were made for a time such as this, and I am looking forward to standing with you in the gap to ensure that we win Texas for our GOP, we reelect President Trump, and we get all of our Republican candidates out there elected. So I look forward to seeing each and every one of you all out throughout Texas. Whoever is down in the Rio Grande Valley, that's where I'll be this coming weekend. That'll be my first trip out. And then next weekend, I'll be out in El Paso, Midland, Odessa, and Amarillo, because I think the most important thing is to be out there, to go on offense, deliver our message, and support our candidates, and support each and every one of you out there. So God bless you all. Thank you so very much for the honor of serving with you as your chairman. So have a great National Delegates meeting, and we'll see you out there in a month. Okay?
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Bye-bye. On West Texas.
Josh, we've got people in the waiting room who can't get in.
I am not a host.
Oh, who's the host?
Who's the host?
Who's the host?
I don't see anybody as the host. Somehow they opened it. I tell you what, I'll go find Kyle and see if he can make me a host or something. I don't know.
Okay.
The bus is driving itself. Uh-oh.
Everyone's used to you being the host.
Submit it automatically. I wonder if they put it.
Hello, Mr. David Barton. How are you doing?
I don't see.
I haven't seen you in a while.
He needs to say something. He'll pop up on the front.
Yeah.
I wonder if Jan Duncan's supposed to host this, since she was chairman of nominations.
My name was on the list, or you?
It was nomination of state chair of nominations.
Yes.
State nominations.
Yeah, national
No,
nomination.
she was the chair of national. She was
Oh,
national.
she
Chair
was?
of our committee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Rory.
Hi, everybody. This is Dan Patrick. Can you hear me?
Hey, Lieutenant Governor.
Yes, we can
Everybody mute yourself.
Sorry I couldn't join you on Zoom. I just got heads up on it about 15 minutes ago, so I'm on the phone. I don't know who is hosting, but I just want to congratulate everybody. We had a great time 4 years ago. We're going to have a great time this year, and looking forward to seeing all of you again. But I'm sure we'll all be in touch soon, very soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
He's on the phone.
Thank you, Governor.
This is Mike Niver. I was calling for Gina O'Brien. She has not gotten her email yet to get into the meeting.
Oh, for her Zoom?
You can
Yes.
share.
Yeah.
You can share the
You can
link with
just
that person.
send her the link.
Okay. All right. Since I nominated her, okay. Thank you.
Perfect.
I have a question.
Hey,
Mike.
Are the
Hey,
alternates
Susan.
supposed to be on here?
I'm sorry.
The alternates, yes, they
Are
are.
they supposed to be on here?
Yes.
Because I'm not seeing
Yes.
my alternate, so maybe I better call her.
They should have gotten an email.
Yeah, make sure to send the link to anyone in your CD, as well as anyone that you know should be on this call. Because I know some people, like the email just went out, and so not everyone has seen it.
The alternates must be here because they're part of the delegation, but they cannot vote when we go to elect the various people that get elected.
I think I'd get my.
Only delegates can vote.
Hey, Bill Eastland, my wife's asking where you got the curtains. We need some.
Oh, yeah, I stole them.
They were here when you got there.
That's right.
Can I suggest that people that
You muted yourself.
There's 222 people on, so we're still missing quite a few people. I'm sure some people actually had to work for a living.
Liz, we didn't hear what you said. You muted yourself. You're muted.
those people who are listed as in the participants with just their phone number, if you can change to your names, we would appreciate that. Thanks.
It might be good. Yeah, it might be good if we put delegate or alternate in front of your name as well, so that when we have votes, we can separate them by alpha listing and the D's or the A's or the top, and we'll be able to see who's actually voting for different things.
Remind us how to make that change, please.
Okay, if you'll hover over your name with the participant side, and it says more, and the thing it says just rename. And then you just go in there and at the front of it, I'm getting ready to do mine, DEL. And now my name has changed to DEL.
Josh, if we're a delegate at large, do you want us to notate that in some way?
It doesn't matter. Delegate at large. You don't have don't put your CD caucus in, because that'll just make it wider. You're fine. Just put at the front either ALT or DEL, and that'll help us keep it organized.
And we're using the honor system.
Pretty much.
Somebody will check you.
Yeah, I don't think anybody can get away with anything in this group.
I think he's joking. This is Susan Fletcher, his wife. You'll get used to his dry sense of humor eventually.
Somebody in our,
While we're waiting, I just want to take a moment to say thank you to Jan Duncan and everybody else yesterday. They did such a phenomenal job with credentials, with nominations, and that was
Amen.
a lot of work.
Amen. If your screen does not appear to change, you may need to advance to the next screen of participants and go back. And then you should see the change on your screen.
Trying to get there. I gotta be able to put this thing somewhere.
Hi all, I'm Lisa Nielsen, and I'm an alternate, and I'm wondering if alternates are allowed to nominate people for platformer rules.
No, only delegates can participate in the elections.
Bill, do you mind putting Del and the DEL in front of your name? Because it goes in alphabetical listing, and if we can keep the delegates in one side and the alternates in another.
Yeah, I'll do that. Sorry. Yeah.
They're supposed to be sending me a list. I'm nothing in this caucus. They're getting me the list to do a roll call, make sure everybody's here. And that is absolutely the worst part of being a secretary, doing roll call. Everybody's names all the time. I'll repeat the same name 10 times and I'll still get it wrong. So,
hey Josh, do you know who is actually in charge of running this? Who's going to bring the information about the convention and all that?
I don't. I have
surprise guest.
Yeah. Say again.
We're gonna have a surprise guest host.
I guess. I don't know. I'm not. How about this? How about I'll get it started with nominations for the person to host this meeting. I don't want to just like a chair. I'm kind of acting temporary chair.
Hey Josh, can someone let Troy Jackson in? He's in the waiting room.
Oh, absolutely. Sorry.
Thanks.
I make a motion to just have Jan lead us if that's what you're asking for.
Second.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm all for that. Where's Jan?
Have me meet you where?
Okay.
Jan Duncan.
I'm making you a host. I'm hoping I'm going to keep you a host. Can I make her a host?
Without objection, can we just go ahead and have her start?
Start.
I'm
trying to get
Hey, Josh, can I ask you something? Can we please have people put delegate or alternate at the end of their names, because now I can't see who is or isn't, because alphabetically I was looking up to make sure that all of our delegates are there, but now everybody's showing up as D. It's listed alphabetically.
I'll go change, thanks.
Okay, without objection. Is that okay?
Guys, this is Mary Heffernan. I have Mark Bolger on the phone. He cannot get in. Is there a waiting room?
I'm trying to get additional access. Right now, I'm just a co-host. They have to give me more authority. So,
all right. Did you hear that, Mark?
Guys, do y'all know what happens if you do?
I was just informed that there is nobody in the waiting room.
Yeah. These change games where a delegate or alternate is at the end.
Do y'all know what happens if we do the delegate and then the number? Would it put everybody in delegate number order? And that'd be easier for roll call? I'm not sure if it works that way.
Well, delegate roll call will be in that list.
What about it? Lisa's got it.
The list is not the order, I think is what she was saying.
So, may I speak for a minute? Has Chuck Myers checked in?
They're in spam.
There's a search function up at the top of the list, and you just put in Chuck, and it'll come up. Chuck Myers is here. Yes.
Josh, I would also make a motion.
What about Dina Bryant?
I'd make a motion that we also allow Robin Armstrong, because I see Tony Andeshiel's made a host. Maybe also Robin Armstrong.
Okay. That's great.
Am I host?
Somebody else is doing that. I think the actual host is doing that.
Diane, you're going to know more about all of this than the rest of us anyway.
Hi, Becky.
Hi.
know a little bit.
Thank
I
you.
can tell
Quick
you that.
recommendation. Can we please have use the raise hand feature to be recognized, just so we don't keep talking over each other?
We have to have a chair.
Yeah, we need a chair. We have no chair.
I just talked to China. Josh. I just talked to Kyle. He's on it. So just please stand at ease for just a few minutes.
Excellent.
Okay. Can everyone hear me? Hi, this is Dan Patrick. Can you hear me or see me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So as the chair last time at the last convention, it normally turns to the governor. Has been the tradition, the custom. I don't know if he's planning to chair this time. I know he's going to be a delegate. He hasn't made that final decision, but so right now I don't know what the rules are, how the chair carries over, but to be candid with you, I didn't know about the meeting until 10 minutes ago, and I've got another commitment, so I can stay for a little bit, but I'm happy to follow up with anyone as we get more information. I'm going to be talking to Alan West soon about the convention as well, so I'm sorry that I don't have much to give you, but it's kind of in limbo right now, and but we'll get as much information as we can to you. But I believe, and you all tell me better, but I believe the custom has been that the governor is the chair, and if he's not the chair, if he cannot act in that position, you'll recall last time he had an injury and he couldn't make it, so he appointed me chair to take his place. You all had to approve that, and so I don't know what will happen.
I believe that you're the chair of the caucus, but not of this meeting.
Yes.
No,
Governor Patrick.
Yes.
Just so you know, on the national committee nominations meeting, we actually did check with the governor's office specifically to make sure he was able to attend. We specifically made him a delegate because he wanted to be a delegate and the chair this time.
Yes.
Yes. He and I spoke yesterday several times because we were. Let me just say we talked several times, and I'm very aware of that. That he wanted to be a delegate, and I think he will, if he can be there, he will plan to be the chair. But obviously, there's a lot going on right now, and so there's a lot of duties that come with the chair, as you know, as I learned last time. And so we'll, but I'm going to leave that to him for now. I just wanted to let you know. But I know there was some talk at first that he did not want to be, and I called him immediately because I didn't think that was the case, and he said, no, I do want to be a delegate, and everything else is right now undecided.
So, hello, this is Tony Ann. How you doing?
Good.
I think that maybe what might be a great solution is that we actually put the governor as chair, you as co-chair, and then if he doesn't come, you automatically get it. There we go.
I'll leave that up to the delegation. I think that's but that's up to the delegation to vote.
Right, but that's just an option that we could possibly have, and so then that might be a good solution at this point.
Okay.
So,
I'll make that motion.
Okay. Well, I think we should wait and let's go ahead and.
Tony Ann, we've waited for 48 hours. Let's go.
Wait, guys. Wait. Point of order. We need to start the meeting and call the roll, establish the quorum before we start doing business. Please.
Exactly.
Okay. I just got the agenda. The agenda just popped up in my email. And yes, that's the first thing we have to do is elect a delegate chair. But I think before that, we need to have somebody that's going to be the this chair. But
Governor Patrick?
Yes.
Hi, I just wanted to introduce myself since we've been talking back and forth so much this last week to make sure everybody got on. I'm Jan Duncan.
Yes, ma'am. You did a fantastic job. They were all singing your praises before you came on. So I don't know who should be the chair, but someone should nominate Jan or Tony or someone and move forward. I just can't stay for the whole meeting. That's
sir.
So, but you all take it.
Definitely nominate Jan.
Yeah.
I'd second that.
That's kind of scary.
Point of order. Can we?
Point of order, please. Okay, I'm the rules guy. Okay, we need to call the roll and start the meeting.
Yeah.
I mean, to establish a quorum, and then we can elect a chairman of the. So for the moment, Josh is kind of the guy.
All right.
Amen. Yeah, Josh, do you have a list yet?
Yeah, I did. It just came into my email, and I'm trying to get all my, so I can see everything and talk to y'all at the same time, because this is a long roll. I mean, it's like, Virgil, is Virgil here?
There's Virgil.
What would happen if I sent you the list of people to call? Could you do something like that?
Yeah, I could. I guess technically, when you think about organization, you need a chair of the meeting, and they need to appoint someone to do it.
Okay. If I'm just the temporary chair, can I just be the temporary chair and then?
Yeah, temporary chair can appoint a temporary secretary typically.
Yes.
Josh, this is Gail Stannard. I'd be glad to call the roll.
Okay. What's your email?
Don't we usually begin with an invocation? Any meeting?
Yes. Yes.
Sure, absolutely.
Yes, please.
Let's do this right.
Shall I volunteer?
Okay. I know everybody wants to talk. I know everybody wants to talk, but let's try not to if you want to talk, raise your hand. But right now, is Pastor Broden on the call? If not, I would like to ask David Barton. Would you mind giving us an invitation? Is he available?
Yeah, Josh, what do you need me to do?
Could you do the invocation for us?
I'd be happy to. Yep. You guys ready?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Let's pray. Father, we commit this time to you. We're headed into a national situation with
Muted himself.
We've just got a tough time. And so, Father, as we become the face of Texas and the face of the Republican Party to the nation, as we look at what happens at this meeting, Father, we pray first of all for the nation, for those, our leaders and authority. We pray for ourselves. We're leaders. Father, we the people are the authority in the nation. And I pray your blessing over this meeting as we go forward. We've come through 4 or 5 days now, long nights, long days, and give us peace here and let us be efficient, let's be effective, but let's also keep in mind exactly what we can do for the country and for you, Father. Let righteousness prevail. We ask it in your name. Amen.
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 Thank you. Okay. And I see somebody flying some flags.
That's right.
Okay. I see you, Donald, down there. Okay. Donald,
Hey,
since you've got the flags, can you lead us in the pledge?
Okay. I pledge allegiance to the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands. Hang on, I'm screwing it up. Careful.
And justice indivisible.
Liberty
and justice for all.
All right.
You have a Texas flag?
I do. Hang on. There we go. Somebody else do that. I always mess that one.
Honor the Texas flag.
Pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, one and indivisible.
Okay.
We're gonna have to get that right for convention.
Yeah. And I will not bother y'all with the song right now. So, okay. I have to send this to Gail. What is your email?
If you need someone to be a fellow host, I would suggest making an alternate because hosts aren't able to vote. So if you're a host, you're not able to participate in the vote.
Do I have a volunteer?
Well, Aurora.
Aurora, okay.
I'll volunteer.
Okay, I got Aurora. She's gonna be the. Can you give host duties to Aurora? Okay.
Good to go.
So I, for whatever reason, don't have the authority to promote you, and usually the host has that authority, but what's going on? I don't know. So I'm waiting for them to. It probably has to do with somebody, however y'all logged in here without a host. That might have messed up the host's ability to do anything. So you had to have the password now. Brandon.
I was able to join completely. This is Donna, and it did not ask me for the passcode.
Right. So somehow it was an open meeting, and you know, I don't know. Okay, we're working on that. We're working on that.
I believe you only need the password when we vote.
Yeah.
To go into that section.
So whoever is logged in,
we won't be using
whoever is logged in as the Republican Party of Texas.
Right. That's right. That's right next to me. So.
Right.
Okay.
I didn't get a second for any voting. I just got one
co-host now.
Yeah. Okay.
I only got Zoom. I didn't get a second vote. Voting.
Neither did I.
We'll be voting for credentials and rules and platform.
I'm getting ready to mute everybody because it's really tiresome to mute everybody because for whatever reason everybody wants to talk. You know, we got a bunch of leaders here, and that's why y'all are here. And I know we all want to sit there and talk, and we all have very important stuff to say. But let's try to understand, and with everybody talking, we can't understand. So what I'm going to do, without objection, is send the roll to Aurora. Is that okay? And have her roll call?
Yeah.
Without objection. I'm looking for an objection.
Right.
Okay. I don't see any. Okay, so Aurora, I need your email address.
It's Rory, RORI .CAR at outlook.com.
And that is RORICAR.
Yes. Rory.car. It's my full name is Aurora Carmen Patricia Ortiz, and I go by Rory and Carmen. So Rory.car shortens everything.
Wait. Say your name again. What was that?
Aurora Carmen Patricia Armendariz Ortiz. That's my full name.
You need to say it, lo tiene que ser un más pasito, por favor.
All right, I sent that email to you. And,
I think I just got it.
Okay, great. So I'm gonna mute everybody now, and then Aurora, you can unmute yourself, and we're gonna take the roll. I see the hands popping up, but if we're gonna get through this, we need to at least get the roll. So there shouldn't be any objection or question about taking the roll. After we get the roll done, then we'll see how important the questions are. So go ahead, Rory, and start with CD1. And you just go all the way across. Just do the delegates first. So CD1, delegate 1, 2, 3. CD2, delegate 1, 2, 3. Okay? And then we'll go to the alternate.
I need access on the sheet.
You don't have access.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I just sent a request.
Yeah. Did you get it?
I have a copy if you need me to email it.
Oh, I could do that too. We need to give her access. Rory.car at outlook.com. RORI. That's .car, which is, yeah.
I was going to say, Josh, do you want me to read it? I've got access already.
Well, the problem is you're a delegate and you're going to need to be able to vote. And so if I make you a host, you won't be able to vote.
That's right. Okay.
Okay. Are you got it, Rory?
Let me see. No, it's just saying request sent on my side. My Gmail is Aurora C. Ortiz.
Oh, a second.
Sorry, guys.
Go ahead. Go ahead. What is it?
Aurora C. Ortiz. So AURORACORTIZ. And that's at gmail.com.
All right, I got gmail.com.
Put it in chat.
I'll put it in chat.
Is that right?
No.
She's gonna put it in chat.
I just sent it to you privately, Josh.
You got another email and he sent it to you. See if that worked.
I'm on the side. Okay, there we go. It's
Okay.
loading. Okay, I'm good. Perfect.
Go for it.
Mary Jane LeBlanc.
Here.
Jeff Ha. Oh wait, no, sorry. Incorrect. Okay.
Let's do it. If you'll say CD1, and then those three people, everybody in that particular CD can unmute. Okay.
Okay, perfect. So Mary Jane, CD1, Mary Jane LeBlanc.
Here.
Tracy Vincent. Tracy Vincent.
Here.
Okay, perfect. Craig Lacardi. Craig Lacardi. Okay. CD2. Jeff Ha. Jeff Ha. Okay. Elizabeth Buffy Ingers. I'm so sorry. Ingersoll.
That's fine. Yes.
Gail Stanart.
Present.
Perfect. CD3. Desiree Dawn Brown.
Here.
Perfect. Tamara Colbert.
Here. Ready to go.
Brian Fletcher.
Present.
CD4. Robert Steinhagen.
I am present.
Barbara Woodruff.
I am present.
Barbara Laverne. Sorry, hold on.
Kennemer.
Thank you.
Kennemer.
Kennemer.
I am here.
Perfect. CD5. Bunny Pounds.
Here for Trump Pence.
Dwayne Collins.
Hello, Dwayne Collins at the doctor's office.
Okay, perfect. And then Ray Myers, that was you, correct? Okay.
Okay.
CD6, Paul Perry. Okay. Warren Vincent Norred.
I'm here.
Katrina Olson. Katrina Olson. Okay.
Right here. Katrina
Oh.
Olson's here. Sorry.
Perfect.
She's also at work.
Roman Klein. I mean, CD7, Roman Klein. Okay. Anthony Dolsfino.
Here.
Bruce Howitz. Bruce. Okay. CD8, Christian Collins.
Collins.
Fantastic. Steve Toth.
He was just on. I don't know what happened.
I know. He's in my CD. He's here.
Yeah, present. I'm here.
Perfect. Dale Inman.
Here.
Perfect. CD9, Gene Pack. Gene Pack. Okay. J.W. Winterstein.
Present.
Perfect. Seema Nanda.
Yeehaw. Right here.
Fantastic. CD10. Kristen Cobb. Kristen Cobb.
I know she's on. She told me. Here.
Okay, fantastic. Matthew Walbeck. Guys, if we can just, if you hear like the CD before you, just be prepared to unmute yourself so then we can go through this a little bit faster, okay?
Rory, can you hear me right now?
Yes. Yeah, I can hear you.
That's weird because I unmuted myself at the top and I spoke and it said unmute, but it did not read, so I had to push the space bar. So if y'all have that problem, just hit your space bar and speak while it's down.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kristen.
And
Matthew Walbeck.
I'm here. I am here.
Perfect. Melissa Rao.
Here.
CD11. Wesley Verdil.
Here.
Perfect. Rhonda Lacey.
Present.
Robin Hayes.
She may be having trouble getting on.
Okay.
Good.
Oh,
good.
there she is. Perfect. CD12. David Barton.
Here.
Vince Puente.
Here and ready to go.
Fantastic. Matthew Dina.
Here.
Okay. CD13. Laura Logmiller. I'm so sorry
Here.
about that. Okay. Stephen Garner.
Here, and glad to be here. Glad to represent North Texas.
Kelly Giles. Okay. She's marked yellow, so I'm not sure. CD14. Donald Pollock.
Here.
Gwendolyn Withrow.
4 more years.
Deanna Armin.
Deanne Amarai here.
Fantastic. CD15. Adrian Peña Garza.
I'm here.
Fantastic. Richard Carter.
Here.
Glenn Meeker. Glenn Meeker. CD16, El Paso. Adolfo R. Teles.
I'm here.
Mark Allen Dunham.
Present.
Kendall Jessup.
Here.
Fantastic. CD17, Ramiro Abraham Peña.
Here. I'm here.
Mark. Fantastic. Mark Bulger.
It's Bulger.
Bulger. So sorry about that.
I'm from home, Texas A&M. Whoop! We're here.
Fantastic. Mary Heffernan.
Present.
CD18, Virgil Cruz.
I'm here.
Lyric Gillette.
Present.
Fairly Carey or Carrier.
Carrier. Present.
Fantastic. CD19, Golrez Khan.
I'm present.
Isaac M. Castro.
Hold on just a second. Hold on just a second. I'm trying to mute people. So after you say you're here, would you please remute yourself because I can't tell who's getting ready to say something and who not, and then it just starts getting 10 or 20, and then it starts getting untenable. Nobody can hear what's going on. So remember to mute yourself after you say here, please.
Ma'am, did you get me? Gulrez Khan from the CD19 one? Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Isaac M. Castro from CD19.
Here. Here.
Betsy Bullock. Okay, Betsy. I don't know if she's trying to mute herself. Oh, I see her. Okay, perfect. CD 20, Frank J. Corte Jr.
He was on. I don't know what happened.
He was here a minute ago.
Maybe he's having trouble unmuting himself. Frank? Frank from CD 20. Okay, we're gonna skip him, and if he chimes in, we'll mark him as here. Lillian Mays Fier.
I am here.
Sherry Barnash.
Present.
CD 21. Mark Durazio. Mark Durazio.
Yeah, Mark, you sound like a mouse again.
Okay. Chris.
I'm here.
Karen Marshall.
Present, happily.
CD 22. Chris McDonald.
Chris McDonald, glad to be here. Go President Trump.
Julie Pickering.
Yes, Julie Pickering, present. MAGA baby.
Steve Campbell.
I'm here.
Fantastic. CD 23. Chris George.
Here.
Deanna, I'm so sorry. Abasie.
Here.
Okay. Eric Echlinger. CD 23. Eric. Okay. CD 24. David Halverson.
Excuse me, you missed the alternates with all due respect.
I was told just to call the delegates.
You actually don't even need to know the alternates because we're just trying to establish the body of delegates at this point so we can elect committee members to go to national. The alternates, glad you're here, but we don't need to do the call there.
David Halverson, hallelujah.
Richard Dillard or Chris Dillard.
Present. Thank you very much.
Thomas Smith.
Present. Thank you.
CD 25. Oh dear. Daniel, you Gerardbide?
You get a be there? Here.
Oh.
Close enough.
I'm sorry. Robin Wilson from CD 25.
Present.
Okay. Sharon Edwards.
Were you able?
Okay, there she is. CD 26, Lisa Polster.
Yes, ma'am. Lisa Polster here.
Jane Howe.
Present.
David Hernandez.
I'm here.
CD 27, Phil Stevenson. Phil Stevenson. Okay. CD 27, Dr. Farboz Guriu. Okay. CD 27, Becky Berger.
Here.
CD 28, Yvonne Klauser.
It's an honor to be here.
Fantastic. Tyler Kraus.
Here.
Vivian Dawn Ann Brown.
Present.
CD 29, Marco Roberts.
Here.
CD 29, Jamie Blanco.
Here.
Keith Nielsen.
Here.
CD 30, Troy Jackson, or Dr. Troy Jackson.
Here.
CD 30, Stephen Broden.
It's Stephen Broden, and he's trying to get in now.
Okay. Let me see. On the waiting room. Is he under a different name? I only have 3 in the waiting room. Oh, never mind.
I know, I'm texting him right now, and he's trying to get in. So.
Okay. Cassandra McCrae. Cassandra McCrae. Okay. CD 31, Bobby Cypherman.
Cypherman, here.
Cypherman. Okay. Andrew Eller from CD 31.
Tired, but excited to be here.
Jeremy
Okay.
Story.
Here.
CD 32, Randall Durst Dunning.
Here, keeping America great.
Tate Lozano Brown.
Here.
Mary Catherine Huffins.
Huffines, here.
CD 33, Aaron Gonzalez.
Here.
CD 33, Lisa Wynn.
Here.
Jesse Taylor.
Here, present.
CD 34, Genaria Leah
Here,
Lewis.
present. Jesse Taylor's here and present. I don't know if you heard me a while ago.
Okay, Jesse Taylor, thank you.
Yes,
And
ma'am,
Genaria Lee Lewis.
Yeah. Good afternoon, fellow delegates. Gennaro Lewis.
Dr. Ray Gonzalez. CD 34, Dr. Ray Gonzalez. Okay. Israel Olivares Salinas. CD 34, Israel Olivares Salinas.
Can you repeat that name?
Israel Olivares Salinas.
Did they go through your name yet?
Okay. CD 35, Jamie Mathis.
Present.
Carla Sisk.
Howdy, y'all. Present.
Stephen Jordan. CD 35, Stephen Jordan.
Present. I'm here.
CD 36, Bianca Garcia.
Hey, Rory. Bianca Gracia, Latinos for Trump president. I just want to congratulate my 6 leaders in the state of Texas for becoming delegates. Go Latinos for Trump and go Trump.
Hey, Bianca.
Leo Labov.
Gonzalez, 34. I don't know if you could hear me before. Ray
Okay,
Gonzalez from
thank
34.
you.
And also Mr. Israel is not here.
He is not here, or he is here?
Negative, he is not here.
Okay, thank you.
Victor
And-
Sanchez from CD10. I'm here. I just received the Zoom delegate email, but I'm here
Victor Sanchez. Okay, thank you.
from CD10.
Yeah,
CD10.
he's an alternates, or we're not counting the alternates today.
Oh, okay.
Apologies. CD 36, Leo Labov.
Here.
Fantastic.
Leo LeBeau here.
Labov. And then Lillian Sockwell.
Here.
Okay. Okay, at-large delegates now.
From CD1. Regular party CD1 is here.
Mr. Chairman.
We don't have a chairman, but I'm getting ready to mute everybody just for quiet sake so we can hear people.
Josh.
Okay. I'm gonna unmute Aurora. What we're gonna continue to do is do the roll call. All we have to do is do the alternates. We got through the big part. Now we're gonna do the at large. After we get the at-large, then we're going to have a quorum, because we've already got a quorum based on the others, but we want to go ahead and go through the rest of the at-large. And then I'm going to hand it over to Jan to run the rest of the meeting from that point, okay? And I'm going to continue to try and help keep the sound down. Aurora, do you want to?
You meant we're going to go to
Say again?
Josh, did you get Craig Liccardi for CD1?
No, I did not.
I'm here.
Thank you.
You got Roman Klein, CD7.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
And J.R. Haas,
Hello,
CD2.
this is Frank
Gotcha,
Court,
JR.
CD20.
Thank you.
Sorry. That data.
Josh?
Can we hold this off until I call the at-large delegates, and then we'll go through the missing?
Okay.
Point of information, please. Greg Bloom from SD7. The question is are alternates to be on this call now, or are we at the tail end?
Alternates can be on the call. This is an information.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. I need to confirm Lillian Sockwell from CD36. I never heard her.
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Fantastic. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Okay. Now we're at large delegates. Greg Abbott, Dan Patrick. I think both of them are not here. Ken Paxton.
Okay. Dan's still here.
Oh, Dan is here.
Roy, Stephen Broden is now in CD30.
Okay.
Pastor Broden.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you so much. Ken Paxton, are you here? Fantastic. Sid Miller?
Here.
Kat Parks?
She's here. She needs to be let in the meeting.
I see it. Okay. I admitted her.
Okay.
Josh Flynn?
I'm here.
Nelda Epps?
Here.
Dion Starnes?
I'm here.
Jan Duncan?
Here.
Terry Howlett? Terry Howlett? Okay. Stan Stanart?
God bless Texas. Present.
Kelly Shackelford?
Here.
Mitzi
Here.
Money? Mitzi
Here.
Money?
Here.
Oh, fantastic. Michael Stalton? Michael Stalton. Okay. William Martin Eastland?
I'm here.
Okay. Ralph Fight?
Here.
David Hogan?
I am here.
Donald Burnt? Donald Burnt.
Here.
Amy Powell?
Here.
Sherry Hurt? Sherry Hurt? Okay. Zan Prince?
Present.
Rena Pendon?
Here.
Judy Nichols?
Present.
Tim Roth?
Here.
Summer Weiss?
Here.
Jason Vaughn?
Here.
Caroline Kreitler? Sorry about that. Okay.
Here. Caroline Kreitler.
Kreitler. Shikin Siv?
Here.
Brian McAuliffe?
McAuliffe. Here.
Olive, apologies. Mopsy Thornborough?
Here.
Sean McAnley? I'm so sorry.
Sean McAnally's here. He's just listening on audio.
Harold Jenkins? Harold Jenkins. Okay. Maggie Wright.
Present.
Carol Adams.
Here.
Angie Flores. Granado. Angie Flores Granado. Okay. Sarah Kennedy or Sarah Kennedy. Okay. Chris Daniel.
Present.
Leslie Thomas.
Here.
Sue DeViles.
Here.
William Daly.
Good afternoon, everyone. Bill Daly is here.
Okay. Brandon Barrera.
Here.
Charlotte Folson. Charlotte Folson. Okay. Kent Batman.
Here.
Liz Case.
I'm here.
Perfect. Okay. And the people we have missing, Jeff Ha. Did he join us?
Jeff Haas, CD2.
Okay, Haas. Sorry, you're listed
it
as
goes
Ha.
by, and I go by JR. Thank you.
Okay, fantastic. Dwayne Collins from CD5. Okay. CD9, Gene Pack.
Here.
Okay. Oh, I skipped. CD7, Bruce Howitz.
It's Bruce Hotze, but
Hotze.
I don't see him on the line.
Okay, and then Glenn Meeker from CD15. No? And then Sharon Edwards from CD25. And then CD34, Israel Olivares Salinas.
You called me earlier. I'm a delegate.
Okay, Sharon, you're here? Okay,
Yes, I'm
sounds
here
good.
as a delegate. Okay.
Perfect. Okay.
What about the ones you missed?
That's it.
Roy?
Yes.
No, Mike Slayton is an at-large delegate, and he's actually in the waiting room, I think. He has not come in.
There's no one in the sorry, never mind. Taylor Knight.
He just sent me a text and said he was in the waiting room, he thought.
There was only one in the waiting room, and I just submitted them.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm an
Roy.
alternate CD7.
There should be.
Yes.
Okay. If it's okay with everybody, I would like, we have a quorum, but I'd like to do is start answering the questions of the people that are in order. There are 6 people with their hand raised, and if without objection, I'm going to go through the questions. But otherwise, now they're starting to stack up again. Okay, if you object to me answering questions before we go to the temporary getting a chair to this, then click the red X down there. Okay. All right. I have an objection, so we'll just have to go through the. Okay. If you're an alternate, I'm not gonna recognize you. So I have one that has their hand up. If you could take your hand down. What are the objections? I'm going to look at the objections first. It takes me a while. Gail, Standard. What's your objection?
Rather than taking questions, I think it would be better if we go through the meeting. A lot of questions will be answered, I think, as we go through it.
Okay. All right. That's fine. Let's do this. I'm going to clear the board. I'm going to clear everything out. Okay. And before I do, if you have a question about the chair, who's going to chair this thing, those are the questions I want to answer, because I don't want it to get, we do all the work and then we answer questions that should have been done. So I'm going to clear the hands. If you have questions about all the other miscellaneous stuff that's going to happen with the National Committee, that's the only questions I want to answer are the ones for the chair process. So I want the chair to deal with this. I don't want to deal with this. So let me get up to the top. Okay, I've got 4 hands. I'm getting ready to close them down. So now they're down. So any questions about what I'm getting ready to do, which is ask for people, go through the process. Y'all all know how to elect a chair. So that's what I'm getting ready to do. So Pastor Eugene Pack, you have the floor.
Yes, sir. I'd like to nominate Josh Flynn as our chairman.
I second.
Second.
Just Jesse Taylor.
Okay. I'd like to see if there are more nominations. I'd really. Anybody else? Anybody else? I'm looking. Okay. Jason Vaughn, what do you say?
Mr. Secretary, since I'm gonna put you out of your misery and nominate Jan Duncan for you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank
I'll
you.
second that.
I second.
Okay. So we have. I'm going to decline the nomination, and we have Jan Duncan. Are there any other nominations?
Mr. Secretary,
Go ahead.
I'd like to nominate Rhonda Lacey.
Okay.
I'll second that.
Yeah, I'll second it.
Mr. Trooper, Josh, I decline.
Rhonda did. Did Rhonda decline?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
I did. Yes,
Okay.
thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Let's just leave it at that, and I'll just take a
Mr.
vote.
Chair, Mr. Chair, I'd like to nominate. This is Stephen Broden, SD 23. Nominate Dion Starnes.
Second.
I appreciate that, Pastor, and Mr. Burden, but thank you so much.
Was that a declination? I'm sorry, I missed that, Dion. We had a lot of people with their mics open, so it's hard to hear.
I appreciate the nomination, but at this point, I need to decline.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Our loss.
Okay.
Sir.
Yes, go ahead. Bill Eastland, you're up. You got the floor.
I'm sorry, I had the hand raised and for an earlier thing, and I forgot to take it down.
Okay, great. Dr. Robin Armstrong, you had your hand up.
I forgot to take it down as well. I'll drop it down.
All right, Becky Berger, you have your hand up. You have the floor.
Yes, I have a point of information. Don't we need the person who has all the information for the delegates and alternates to be the chairman?
Well, I have access to any information that we need here at headquarters.
Okay.
If Jan needs anything, we'll be able to answer it, but we pretty much got everything. We just essentially, I have the agenda, and it's pretty simple. We just have to elect our folks.
Okay. Can I call for the vote?
Call the question.
Well, okay.
Call
All
the
right.
question.
Second.
All those in favor of Jan Duncan being the chairman, click the green. All opposed, red.
Where are you?
Okay. If you hit the participants screen down there towards the bottom, you'll see participants. If you click on that, then there is, oh, and alternates, please do not vote. Alternates, please do not vote.
I'll go through and check.
I don't see any buttons down there.
I think it's very overwhelming that Jan's gonna. It's over 100 to 2. So I think we're good. Okay. Without objection, I would like to hand the gavel over.
Voting to do. I don't know how to do it. I don't see any buttons.
Okay. If you voted no, that would make it 3 no's. So it's okay. You don't have to vote. We know.
I'm worried about any other votes that we have to do.
Okay. We'll worry about those when we get there. Right now, I'd like to hand it over to Jan and let her take care of it. Okay. Cheers. all yours. Oh my gosh.
Josh, do you have a script, an agenda, something you can send me?
Great job, Josh.
Josh? Josh? Do you have a script?
I think
Josh.
he skipped out on you.
Do you have a script for an agenda?
Yes, it's coming.
Okay.
I have an agenda.
Okay, for those people who couldn't figure out where the vote button is, if you look at the bottom, or most computers, if you kind of hover towards the bottom, there's something that says participants. If you click on that, it will bring up a box to your side, or it'll bring up a box, and then you'll see, check marks with, green, red, yes, no, and then some other buttons. And so,
Jan, they have to move their cursor down to the bottom of the page for it to pop up. If they don't do that, they won't see it.
Yes.
Okay, Jan, I just emailed you a agenda.
Okay.
Madam Chairman,
Yes.
Sherry Hurt has just gotten on. She's been flying, but she's just gotten on, I believe.
Let me move this over here so I can keep track of it.
Hey, also, if you're on a Mac device, just click participants and you'll see the check.
Yeah.
Jan, Harold.
Yes, ma'am.
Harold and Cynthia are here.
Okay. Rory, will you keep kind of track of people if they come in?
Yes, ma'am. I am. And I see everyone that comes in. I'm the one who's admitting everyone. Okay. And also, if you're on a mobile device, there's 3 little buttons at the top or at the bottom, and that's how you get to your participants and how you can vote from that function on a mobile device. And if you have any questions, feel free to message me directly.
Okay. Next question, Josh. Are we going to have some type of poll that you can set up for as we do these elections?
I am working on that right now, trying to figure out how we can get an election done. I don't have the poll icon. Okay.
Beg pardon,
Okay.
could you possibly use the private chat?
Create a poll for us.
Oh, perfect.
Okay. So we're good to go. Brandon Moore is doing a great job over here. Okay.
Excuse me.
Did you get
I want to make sure I am in the system. My name is Faribor Skoruhi.
Yes, I've marked you as here.
Okay, thank you.
Did you get the agenda?
I did.
Okay.
The first thing we needed to do was elect a delegate chair, and I guess that fell to me. The next is
that's
an election.
that's not the same thing as the chair of this meeting. The delegate chair.
Oh, the chair for the convention.
Jan,
Thank you.
Jan,
Okay.
Jan, I'd like to motion to put Governor Greg Abbott up for that position.
Okay, we have the name of Greg Abbott for this position. Do we have any other names?
I'll second that.
Nomination cease and we elect by acclamation.
I would go with that.
And Jan, I think that the lieutenant governor had suggested, or maybe it was Josh had suggested, they be co-chairs in case Governor Abbott couldn't serve. Then the lieutenant governor would automatically become chair.
Right. We make the chair of the delegation, and then we can make a vice chair, and that way, if the chairman can't serve, the vice chairman can serve. So I know I'm the chair, but I would take a motion that if somebody would make a motion, or I would take a suggestion.
So moved.
So moved.
So moved.
Okay, so what we have is a motion for Governor Greg Abbott to be the chair and Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick to be the vice chair. Without objection, we can make that and move forward. Do I see any objections? If you have an objection, please press the red arrow.
Can I make, ma'am, this is Gulrez Khan.
Yes, sir.
Are we open to any more nominations for like the vice chair?
If you would like to, we can, but we had a motion on the floor.
Hold on. Tony Ann, maybe you can give us some direction as far as a delegation chair versus a co-chair and a vice chair. Could you help us out on that and tell us what they're expecting us to have?
Well, they're expecting to have a chair, and so the vice chair would be just our group would make the decision to have the vice chair, and then we could expect that person to step up, but it has to be a chair.
Right.
So is what we are looking for, and that's I think that was just accomplished with what the body had decided to do.
Yeah.
Bill has his hand raised.
Bill?
I think in that case we should.
Okay. I called the RNC and talked with member services this afternoon.
Okay.
Now I did not get to this question about the co-chair, vice chair, but I was asking in the case that one of the chosen 6 isn't there, could their alternate move up for purposes of the convention where they're actually going to take the votes? And the answer was no.
Okay.
Right?
Why don't we go ahead and get the chair and the co-chair first?
I'm sorry?
So why don't we go ahead and get the chair and the co-chair elected, and then we can worry about the 6 who are going.
Vice chair.
This is
vice chair.
Madam Chair, this is on point, because if Governor Abbott can't be there, then we ought to pass a rule that Lieutenant Governor Patrick takes his place and can participate in the convention, and then see if the RNC will accept it. Now, I'd like Tony Ann's input on this. I'm just trying to say we don't want to be sitting there and not having the full representation from Texas.
Tony Ann, do you have an answer to that? That if the governor had to step down, could the lieutenant governor step in to go to Charlotte?
You could, that would be up to our delegation to make that decision. And so if you want to pass a rule that says, make a motion that the lieutenant governor would be our backup chair, or the vice chair, we could do that.
Okay.
But that's not, but he would not be going, he would not have access to the, to Charlotte.
Charlotte, right.
Right.
Yeah, my
But that would
understanding
happen just in Jacksonville.
Right. Okay, so we have a motion
put
on
it
the
on this as well.
Excuse me? Mr. Slayton, did you have a question?
Jan, this is Dave Barton. Can I get one quick in?
Yes.
It's a quick input on this from having run the.
Excuse me?
You
He's
got
on
kicked
a
off.
cell phone, so it's breaking up.
It says he left. He's no longer in the Zoom.
Did we
Yeah,
leave?
his cell phone connection may have disconnected him.
I lost Mr. Barton. Okay, we have a motion on the floor.
Jan,
Yes.
if I could, just from previous conventions, this is largely a perfunctory position in the sense that it really goes to when we're asking for votes on the floor, when it's televised nationally, they'll ask the Texas delegation for their votes, and the governor will be the one to report it. As far as the operational stuff, we've often left that to the party people. We left it to people we want to choose internally. But the delegation chair is really the perfunctory face for TV for the procedural stuff that happens during the convention rather than the operational stuff that happens throughout.
Yes, I understand that, but we still have to have a chair for our delegation. And right now we go ahead, Tony Ann. No, go ahead.
So that is correct. That's how we've always done it in the past. This is 2020 and nothing is normal. And so this year, the 3 people that we are going to elect to go, that is the chair of the delegation and the credentialed man and woman, they will be doing all of the work and doing the business in Charlotte. And all that will be taken care of. We'll be doing that there. So that expectation would be to have him in Charlotte to represent us and to have the vote. There's only 6 votes from every state, and those are the 6. excuse me, the other three are your chair, your national committee man and committee woman.
Madam Chair?
Yes, sir.
Just for the folks who, and most of you were there last time, what happened last time as a refresher was that at the very last minute, if you recall, the governor had an accident. And so, I mean, with several days and decided. So I was a delegate anyway. And so I became the chair and worked with the chairman of the committee as David Barton earlier said. So it's really a dual role there. The party's doing a lot of work, and we had some questions on the rules on the floor that I had to make whoever the chair is, whether it had been Greg Abbott or myself, had to make the final determination. But we worked with the party rules person to come up with those answers. So it really is it's a teamwork, and the other duties that the chair had, whether it's Greg Abbott or myself or whomever, is that to organize the speakers for the breakfasts and make sure that's all organized. But that was pretty much it. Handle any disputes on the floor, work with the party, work out the breakfasts, and we don't know what that format will be yet. How many events that they'll have, and then handle the floor. So that's pretty much it.
Thank you.
But we'll be working with Alan. So Alan West, our new chair, I already texted him earlier today and said we have a lot of meetings we have to put together for him because we're working with the Trump team as well as the chair of the Trump team. So I need to get him integrated with all of the people on the Trump team as well. And so we're working on all that already.
Perfect.
So we'll be ready to go.
Okay.
Yeah, Trump team already had a guy over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have a motion on the floor. The motion on the floor is to elect Greg Abbott as the chair of our delegation with Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick to be the vice chair. All in
Without
favor?
objection.
Well, without objection. If there is objection, please put a red X. If without objection, we can do this by acclamation. Seeing no objection.
Wait, point of information.
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry, Melissa Rowell. Is this typical that we just automatically put in the governor as for that position?
Yes, ma'am. I mean,
Okay.
it would be the normal.
Okay,
we don't
just checking.
have to, but it would be the normal.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Without objection, we can so move. So Governor Abbott and Lieutenant Governor Patrick are our chair and vice chair. Next, Josh, do you think you could take over for just a second?
Okay.
Because we are going to have the election of our credentials. We get 2 members to the credentials committee. And so I'm going to let Josh take over for just a second, and you'll understand why.
Okay.
Thank you, Josh.
Sure. And the floor is now open for nominations for the Credentials Committee for National. Go ahead.
You want to read out with hand raising?
Let me check the hands just a second. I don't have any hands up at this point.
Wait. Tony Ann has a hand up, but I can't find my hand down here.
Mr. Chair, my hand's up.
Okay. Hold on. I'm going to defer to the 2 national committee man and woman because they're the ones that are part of this, that are organizing. They're like our organization group. So, Tony Ann, you spoke first, so go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary or alternate, whatever you are. Thank you, Josh. I would like to nominate Adolfo Tejas for the man credential position, since we have to have a man and a woman. So I'd like to submit his name, and we'll speak to that once if we have to do that.
Second.
Adolfo Tejas has been seconded, properly placed in nomination. Is there additional? Robin, I'd like to talk to Dr. Robert Armstrong, please.
Yes, so should we take the male vote first, and then I was going to nominate a female.
That sounds good. Thank you. Okay, is there any additional nominations? Okay, I've got dozens.
Hello. Mary Heffernan would like to nominate Mark Bolger for Credentials Chair.
Who? Mark what?
Bolger, BOLDGER CD 17, and it is in the chat.
Okay. Did you get that? Yeah. Okay. We're working on this. Please be patient while we try to build this ballot. Okay. I'm going to go to the next one. Virgil Cruz.
I'll wait to nominate a woman.
Okay. Jane Howell.
Yes, I'm sorry. I was waiting to nominate for the female.
I understand. Gurez Khan. You have the floor.
Yes, sir. It's for my information. So these, you know, the nominations, everything. These officers, when elected, they go to North Carolina and Florida as well, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Harold Jenkins, you have your hand up. You have the floor.
Yes, I'll wait to speak on behalf of the female.
Lisa Wynn. You have the floor, Lisa.
Thank you. So just as a point of information, being a newbie here, it would be very helpful for me if when we do these votes for the particular offices, if you would maybe explain a little bit of what each role does. That would help me tremendously, including this one we're voting for now. I apologize that I'm so new.
Yeah, essentially these are the same from the state as it is to the national, except as opposed to 31, we've got 100 and something on these committees. It's a nightmare. I pity the fool that takes one of these committees. Anyway, have you got? Okay. We've got. I see no more nomination. Well, Kelly Shackelford, go ahead. You've got the floor.
Yeah, I don't know if this is a point of information, but if I could just request that whoever is being considered for this, if they would speak to this one issue. This is a little different. Normally we'd be electing these credentials folks who just do credentials, but since they're going to be in Charlotte and since there's some odd situations going on with the platform, they're going to, we've stuck with the 216 platform, which has some bad statements about, quote, the administration and has nothing about his accomplishments. Many people think they're going to have to make some changes, and we don't know who's going to vote on that. And it could be, I doubt it, but it could be those people that are in Charlotte. If we can just have the people who are on credentials speak to whether they would stand against any sort of, dramatic changes to our platform, they would keep the strong platform and not allow any movement to a postcard or anything else, that would be helpful in my vote, at least.
Okay, thank you, Kelly. What we want to do first is close nominations. Is there any objection to closing nominations with Adolfo Ateres and Mark Bolger being the only two on there? Jeremy Story, you have the floor. Never mind, you don't have the floor. Okay. Without objection, we're closing nominations. Okay, and we're going to send out a poll, and only delegates. We're Republicans. We don't cheat. So,
Bill has his hand up.
Okay. So if it's close, go ahead and throw the poll. We'll get this in. Okay. Wait.
All right. Okay. I guess.
Go ahead, Bill. You have the.
All right. Thank you very much. Point of order. I think Kelly Shackelford had a good point. In other words, what we'd like to have is a little discussion right now before we vote, so we can get the sense of where these two gentlemen stand because of the fact that the Credentials Committee members and the caucus chair are going to be representing all of the rest of us on the convention floor. Extremely important.
Point of order, well taken. Thank you, Bill. Okay. Dan, did you have something?
Yes, I would like these nominees to speak to us for at least a couple of minutes.
We're going to do that. Gail, do you have a point of order or something? Do you have something?
It made my point. Thank you. Sorry.
Okay. Okay, great. Okay, I'm going to give them 3 minutes each, which is the same thing we in the others.
Excuse me. I need to clarify something, just Kelly, so that you understand that there is no changes, absolutely none, to the platform. that because of Rule 37E, and Robin, you might want to speak to this, but because that was evoked, that the platform from 2016 and the rules will be going forward with no changes. Those two positions there, you'll be electing some honorary platform and rules committee members, but there is no changes. We've been instructed that we cannot do that. Even the president has been told that. So just so that you understand, I think it's good to have them speak, but I just want you to know that. Did that help a little bit, Kelly?
Yeah, I knew about all of that, but we're talking to the platform chairman. They're still talking about possibilities, and I know it's not a high possibility, but I just want to make sure nothing happens and we don't know and we're all surprised. So that's
right. I mean, I've talked with Ronna, and Robin can address it. We have got our rules, and that is an absolute no, because that was a major concern among a lot of the grassroots.
Tony Ann, what you're saying is the rules are going to prevent the convention from making any changes in that regard, right?
That's correct. Maybe Robin would like to address it.
Well, I've talked with we have some folks in our delegation that are privy to some pretty high-end conversations, and I've spoken with them, and so they have brought up the fact that there could be some, and if I could allow, we allow David Barton to speak to one of these, because he has a lot of inside information on this that we may not even be privy to. So is that okay, Chairman?
Without objection, yes. Okay, David, please address.
I can tell you a little bit about what's happened. Obviously, there was a thing where we're not going to do that, a platform, and then you had a one-pager presented to the president that looked like it was going to fly. Then there was a lot of pushback to it. Then they went to the 2016. In the meantime, the House and Senate have each submitted their leaders to guide the platform committee, Mike Johnson out of the House, Marsha Blackburn out of the Senate. And so what they have done is they have been asked to look at creating a kind of updated 2016. Bill Gribbons is working with them. They are working on that this week. They will get that back to the president. They've asked me to look over it next week and make sure it's going to be acceptable with grassroots. And then there's the possibility they're going to present that again when they get to Charlotte. So there is work going on the Congress.
We can't hear you.
You're muted. You're muted, David.
Sorry. So there's work going right now, House and Senate, to update a platform to get that language out from 2016 Kelly talked about, to get the language in about accomplishments, bring that back, present it in Charlotte. And again, I'm supposed to look over that form next week from the grassroots perspective, but that's the plan at this point, is they're taking it to the president. Kevin McCarthy has been on this, talking to the president on it. So we don't have a final word yet, but that's something in possibility that may happen in Charlotte.
Mr. Chair, this is Pastor Broden. Mr. Chair, this is Pastor Broden.
Yeah, hold on. I'm going to take the point of orders. Just a second. Okay, Pastor Stefan Broden, you have the floor. Pastor Stefan Broden, please unmute yourself.
Okay, I'm unmuted.
Thank you.
I think Tony Ann's position and Kelly Shackelford's position is relevant, and I think we need to hear from these guys, because this is indeed 2020, and anything can happen between now and Charlotte.
Thank you. Okay, Matthew, Dina, you're a delegate and you have the floor.
Yes, point of information kind of directed towards Tony Ann, because she mentioned that there was a rule passage that was going to prevent the change in the platform. I believe you said Rule 37 or something like that, and so I'm just confused as to who passed that rule, when it was passed, and how that decision came to be. Just because I was not aware that this was a thing that was going to be happening, and so I would like to get some more background information about why and how this
can be covered if we can have the opportunity to speak. That could be covered.
Okay. Okay, we have another hand just popped up. Ryan Richards, you have the floor.
Point of information about the Ryan Richards, Gaines County SD 31 CD 19. That the gentleman that just spoke, to understand that the Congress is telling us what to do and not the other way around. Doesn't the Republican Party tell them what to do, not the other way around? They work for us. We don't work for them.
Okay, sir, we are entering into realm that has nothing to do with what we're trying to do. So we're going to let these two gentlemen speak for 3 minutes each, and then hopefully that will answer everybody's question as to who's more qualified to do the job. Okay? Okay, I see no more hands. So who's first? Adolfo Atares, you have the floor.
Adolfo Tejas.
Thank you very much. Hold on, we need to shut some speakers off here. Oh. We need to mute them.
Okay, you don't need both sounds going on at the same time. Just mute one, and then you'll be fine with the other. Okay, go ahead, Adolfo. You're not up. You got it. There you go.
Okay. My name's.
You have to turn off one of them. You have to. I mean, not turn it off, or just take it to another room. How about that? Take the other computer out of the room.
Just turn down the volume on one of the computers.
We tried to do that just a second. So now, Adolfo, I think you have the floor without echo.
I think we're good now. That's good. Okay. I'm Adolfo Tejas. I'm out of El Paso, CD 16, SD 29. I am chair of the party in El Paso County. El Paso County has been and continues to be a strong Democratic county. As a matter of fact, we've made significant changes, made significant progress over the last 5 years to push turning this into redder than it's been in the past. We're not where we should be, but we continue to work on that. I'm of Hispanic culture. I'm bilingual. I speak Spanish, which is important in this county because of we're about 80% Hispanic in this county. My background, I'm a CPA. I'm retired from KPMG. I've been in, I started in Albuquerque. I got transferred to El Paso. I got transferred to Santiago, Chile. I got transferred to Mexico City. And I did work for many large and small firms as part of that experience. I'm originally from the state of New Mexico, from a little town called Alamogordo. And again, I was in the state of New Mexico. When you first register to vote, you have to designate a party. When I was 18 years old and I registered as a Republican, and I have been a Republican my whole life. I am conservative in nature for lots of different reasons. And I strongly support the party and our president. The fact that he's been here for going on 4 years now, he's done an outstanding job, and I think it's absolutely necessary that we elect him again. And given what we've done in El Paso, I think we're making progress. We still have a lot of, it's interesting, the Democrats that are supporting him, and they'll pull up to you and whisper and say, I'm going to support him, and they don't want to talk out loud because they think they're Democrats. As it relates to the platform, since that question's been asked, I want to make sure I touch base on that. I don't have an agenda as it relates to the platform. Like I said, I'm conservative in nature. There's nothing that I'm pushing or that anybody's asked me to push to make modifications to the platform that we're using to go forward with. I would be glad to answer any questions if there's, if that's allowed.
No.
Let's let Kelly, could you ask him the question that you're wanting to pose that you could possibly make us understand? Because I don't understand what you're asking.
Yeah, if again, none of us know exactly what's going to happen. There's the rules, but that could all change if the president and everybody wants to change this. It could change We just need to know that if something comes forward like a postcard, like Jared suggested, or a watering down the platform, not just a bringing of our solid platform updated, that you would not support that type of an effort, because that would really hurt the president, whether people know it or not.
Okay, you've got 30 seconds to answer.
Okay, again, I have no clue what might happen. I would not support something that's going to hurt the president, water down our platform, or allow us to get into a position where we as a party or the president individually would be at risk. Again, I feel I'm being asked to commit to something, but I don't know what the something is that I'm going to commit to. I would certainly communicate with as many people as necessary if something comes up. But my reaction, if we have a platform that's worked, unless there's something that's absolutely wrong with it, I would support going forward with the decision that's already been made.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, I'm going to, I see that there are hands up, but I'm going to go to the next.
Mr. Chairman, point of order.
Mark Bulger.
Mr. Chairman, point of order before he speaks. Point of order.
Yes, sir.
Can I just ask that we have decorum in the chat while the nomination speeches are being made out of respect to our nominees?
Sure. I suggest not even looking at the chat. Well, I'm not going to tell the story. We don't have time. Mr. Bulger, please go for it.
Yes, hi. I'm Mark Bulger. I volunteer quite a bit. But before I start talking about myself, I want to tell you a little bit about when the Republican National Committee, Executive Committee, voted on June 10th, 2020. They did to adopt the same platform through 2024. And at this point, there's no way I believe I could ever. There's no way I could ever go up there and look for anything that could possibly change that. Because I know how diligently we've all worked to have the platform be what it is, and so we won't be looking to try to be doing anything ad lib at that point. So I hope that everyone knows that I'll work on behalf of our state to keep that constant. As far as my contributions to the Republican Party, I've been precinct chair. I've been a dedicated Republican volunteer going back many years. I'm a past financial advisor. Many know that I manage the Margaret Thatcher Foundation, and as well as managed a few other notable charities. I worked as the chairman of the Chamber of Commerce for our county, past president of Rotary Club, and founded the Officers Appreciation Banquet, which is actually one of our largest fundraisers now within our county. I was also chosen during George Bush's administration to be ambassador for Project Free Enterprise to the Soviet Union to give seminars on free market economics and economy to the people of the Soviet Union. Oddly enough, we possibly need that here now. So with some of our academia. This responsibilities are going to be far more than anything that we've experienced in years past. We're going to have to be nimble. Whoever goes and takes this position is going to have to be able to know that they may very well get canceled out of different meetings because of the coronavirus. They may have to find themselves moving or being adaptive to all this. They might find themselves going digital. We don't know. Some things will actually be in person. My wife and I, we're committed to being a part of this, and no matter what happens and whatever is required of us, we will be there and represent this state. And I'd look forward and be proud to represent the state of Texas at the National Convention. And I believe that this is the most important election of this country's future. And one thing last, as a financial advisor, I've often worked in television. I believe that there's going to be a lot of gotchas going on with the media. And I think they're going to be sticking the microphones in a lot of people's faces. It's important that we be nimble, that we be diligent and stay forth with our message and make sure that there isn't anything that we ad-lib and come out and say something that's going to be inflammatory and make negative news for our party nationally or for the state. And I'd be proud to represent you and go there and do a good job. Do I still have more time?
Sorry. Right. Okay, hold on. I see a couple of hands
Somebody
raised.
has some questions.
Yes, I see a couple of hands raised. Let me go to the hands raised, and then we'll see what they are. Okay. Go ahead, Mr. Eastland.
Yes, sir. I'd like to ask a question regarding the rules. At least one national party rule has a specific date in it.
Hold on. What is this pertinent to the election that we're holding right now?
Well, these are the two credentials committee members will be representing all of us for the actual convention. And if the powers that be recognize that things need to be changed in the platform, they ought to also recognize that things need to be changed in the rules, because you can't just adopt the prior rules because they got wrong dates in them.
I understand that. Okay. We have the two nominees. Okay. And we've got rules. The rules, and I'm sure you're going to talk to whoever's running for rules, is another story. I'm sure that this delegation is going to work together. Kelly Shackelford, I know, has already volunteered. So I get his eyes pop up to help whoever our nominee is on this credential. Okay, so let's keep it going. Okay, Jeremy Story, you have your hand up. Jeremy,
yes,
okay.
I just wanted to summarize, Mark. It sounds like what you're saying is that you would not do anything to cause the platform agreement to be changed in some way, or cause the platform to be changed from the 2012 agreement. Mark, you're muted.
Oh, out there. When the National Committee's Executive Committee met back on June 10th, that pretty much solidified it. And we've actually had our opportunity to present, and to try to go there and ad lib it, I don't think it's going to be appropriate. It's not going to be fair to any of us delegates or any of the voters. I don't believe that would be right. And I'm not going to be a party to hearing out anything that's going to be last minute that will be changing that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mark. Okay, one last hand. Becky Berger, you have the floor.
Hi, Becky.
Hi, how are you doing, Mark? I actually wanted to know a point of information. Have they sent out a link for us to vote on?
Not yet. I'm getting ready to go over the voting, but I wanted to get rid of the point of orders first, or the hands. Okay, so.
Thank you.
Okay.
One last thing I'd like to know. I know I still have just a few seconds left. Okay, I was just going to go ahead.
I was getting ready to cut you off. So that was, yeah. Okay, so here's the deal. We can create a Zoom poll, or we can just label the two, green for one of them and red for the other, and we could do it that way. And I can see the calculated vote here, or we can attempt to do the Zoom poll. Without objection, I would like to just do the green and red, because that will speed things up a little bit. Is there any objection to using green for Adolfo and red for Mark? I have an objection. Okay. Or no, that's just.
Also have the delegates who have gotten kicked out due to the connection to fix their name with delegate in front of it once again. So sorry.
Yeah, see, this is also be very helpful if it's red and green, because then I can scan down to make sure that we don't have anybody that's an alternate voting for this position. So without objection.
How do you put the delegate in front of your name or behind it? I don't know how to do that. I'm a delegate.
Okay.
I can do it.
Okay, yeah, we got somebody who's going to take care of that for you.
Can you share your screen?
It's the RPT is going to fix it. Okay. If you share your screen, the Zoom thing goes away, and whatever's on your screen behind the Zoom, so you can't. We've tried that before. Okay, I see no objection. Well, here's Jason Vaughn. What do you have to say to the delegation, Jason? You've got the floor.
Oh, I apologize. I thought I'd take my hand down. I was just going to agree with you on the red and green. I apologize.
Okay, so the green is going to be for Adolfo, and the red is going to be for Mark. Okay, and let's keep everybody muted here.
Excuse me, would you please add delegate to my name too?
Okay.
I can take care of him.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so y'all go ahead and vote.
I'm going to vote.
Josh, I'm sorry. Someone interrupted. Would you say which color for whom again, please?
Yes, green is for Adolfo, and red is for Mark. Okay. It appears that Adolfo has the win. I'm showing 70 to 50. Is there any objection to taking Adolfo on this particular vote, or is there a division and we need to run a regular poll?
I think there's still votes coming in.
Yeah.
You have some alternates that are voting.
Right. Yeah. So it looks like the trend is for Adolfo at about a 70 to 50 run. Is
there that many people not voting?
That's potentially probably right. Mm-hmm.
Josh, would it be out of order to do just a roll call and just go down through everybody's name?
We can do that, but that would be a very, very long process.
Josh, this is working just great. Good job. Keep it up, buddy.
Okay.
Alternates, please do not vote.
Okay. And I've got people running through down and up the list to make sure that alternates are not voting. So if the numbers are fluctuating, it's because the hosts are removing names or removing those votes. Okay, but it appears to me that it's going to be about 50 to 70. So that's
there is one problem, and that is that people can't vote on the phone. Like if they're just calling in, they can't vote.
Would you like me to register your vote for Adolfo or Mark?
Oh, no, sir. This is Jeremy's story. I'm on video. I was just commenting that the many people that are on phone can't vote.
Oh,
okay.
Wow.
If they're on the phone, they could text you to private with their vote.
Yes, please. I'll be watching the private. Let me get down. We've got hundreds and hundreds of texts now. Okay. Okay, I'm closing the polls at this point. And I've got the election at 72 to 43. The delegation is 150 something. So the gap there will not overcome the deficit. So Adolfo will be our male representative on the credentials committee. Now we're going to move on to the female representative on the committee. But first I'm going to take where, oh, I had a hand. Leslie Thomas, you have the floor.
Thank you, Chair. I would like to nominate Dion Starnes.
Okay. Okay.
Mr. Chairman?
Yes.
Yeah, this Dr. Robin Armstrong, I'd like to second the nomination of Dion Starnes as well for Credentials Committee Chair, Credentials Committee member.
Okay, Chris McDonald. Okay,
I'm
Summer Wise.
also seconding, sir.
Thank you. Summer Wise.
I'd like to nominate Jan Duncan for Credentials Committee.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Eastland, you've got the floor again. Bill? Okay, Steve Toth, you have the floor. Okay, we have no hands. So now I've got two names.
Hey,
without objection.
Josh, did you hear me?
I did
I'm
not.
sorry. I wanted to nominate Aurora Ortiz.
I'm a delegate at large. I mean, a delegate alternate. Is that allowed?
Yeah.
I'd
No.
accept if it's allowed.
No, it's not allowed. Sorry.
Okay, sorry. Never mind.
Thank you. Thank you for that thought. Okay, without objection, I'm closing nominations. I see no hands, no objections. So what I'm going to do is Dion Starnes will be the green button and Jan Duncan will be the red button. Y'all go ahead and vote.
Excuse me, can we have like their speeches? I don't.
Okay, okay. You're right.
What happened to Robert's rules? I'm really confused that
Yeah, I was looking
it's
for an objection.
willy-nilly how this is going.
Okay, I was looking for an objection. I saw no objection, so I went ahead to the vote.
Well, I've been asking for them, but when you have a rest or no for objection and stuff, and you're asking us to raise our hand for red or green, it's not working.
Okay, I was asking for hands. I saw no hands. Okay, and now Vivian, you may speak. Please do. Your point of order is well taken, and we're gonna, if it's okay and without objection, I'd like to reduce the 3 minutes to 2 minutes because we've got another half a dozen elections to go through.
Without objection.
Okay, and we've got an SREC meeting that's been bumped 30 minutes for us, and we've only gotten 1 out of the 8 elections done. Okay, so if it's okay with everybody, I'm going to bring the nominations or the speeches down to 2 minutes.
I'm good with that.
Okay, I see no hands, so we're going to do that. Okay, so it's down to 2 minutes. Dion
Josh,
Starnes,
do you have a timekeeper, Josh?
I'm keeping time. I got a thing here. Okay, Dion, you're up.
Hey guys, I appreciate the nomination, guys. I was chair of convention arrangements for the in-person in Houston. I'm very detailed. I've been involved in the party since 1992, and I am a solid Christian conservative, and I have served on the platform for the state platform committee in both 2008 in Houston and 2012 in Fort Worth. I would do nothing to change that, but more importantly, if something were to happen, I would seek counsel, both from David Barton and from Kelly Shackelford. David, I know he's from my district. Kelly, I have heard him speak 100 times. I actually have his contact information as well. I would also be going to Robin Armstrong and to Tony Ann, but credentials is a very detailed committee. And with everything that is going on in 2020, it is likely to have a lot of issues. And I am very good at problem solving, moving on the fly, and getting things done. So I would appreciate your support.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, Jan, you're up.
Okay, hi, I'm Jan Duncan. For those of you who don't know me, for the last, yesterday I was the nominations chair for the party. We actually took 3 days worth of work and we compressed it down into 8.5 hours. I think we did a pretty decent job, other than when I had to say y'all's names and I like butchered them really badly. For the last 2 years, I've been the SREC rules chairman, and so I understand rules very well. I agree that I would not change anything that the RNC platform stands for. I would seek out advice. I also would go to Robin and to Tony Ann. I think that is pretty much a given. I do know rules very well, having chaired the committee for 2 years. I'm very flexible. I'm quick at my work. I think yesterday showed that I was very, very detailed oriented and able to make things happen very quickly and move along a committee. I care about my delegates. I care about them very much. It's what I run on for the SREC. It's the platform I use. A little bit of personal. I'm a mom who is of 5 kids. My youngest just won a state national championship football. I'm so proud of that. So I keep bringing it up. My husband is an ordained minister. I run a small business. Trying to think of the other things. Lots of dogs, lots of pets. So I'm a crazy animal person. And that's about it. And I would love to get your vote for this. I would make sure I go and represent you all very well. Thank you.
Thank you, Jan. Okay. I have a point of order from the illustrious Bill Eastland. You have the floor again.
I'm simply asking a question of the 2 candidates, if I may, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. My question is, because you are representing the rest of us in Charlotte, will you lobby that convention to change Rule 12 of the National Party rules, where it says no such amendment shall be adopted after September 30th, 2018, and get that changed to 2020 so that the rules will actually be effective?
You want to go first, Dion, or you want me to go?
Either way, go for it.
We're going to say probably about the same thing.
We'll give you 30 seconds.
I'll talk with Tony Ann and Robin, and if it's appropriate and they think that it's something that should be done, I think they'll help us move whatever needs to get moved.
And yes, you were right, Jan. We were going to say the same thing. I've served with Jan on the Rules Committee the last 2 years, and I served on Rules Committee my entire time in SREC. There are times when they have to be changed, but that is something that we would seek counsel on from people who know more than we do. So thank you.
Yeah.
Super good. Are we ready to vote? Okay. Dion is going to be the green button, and Jan is going to be the red button. Please begin.
A reminder to alternates to not vote. Please do not vote if you are an alternate.
Can you say the what the green and red is for again?
The green is for Dion, and the red is for Jan. Rory, can you scan to make sure we don't have any alternates voting? That'd be great.
Yes, I'm waiting for the numbers to hit to where we were last time, and then I'm going to scan.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
This is definitely a little bit closer, folks. So. Okay, do you want to go ahead and do a scan?
Yes, I'm in the process.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Okay, looks like we have Dion as our committee woman for credentials. I'm going to clear that vote.
Thank
you. All right, now I'm going to hand the gavel back over to Jan, and don't do that ever again to me.
Okay, sorry, Josh. Okay, the next thing we have up, well, we're going to have 2 members to the Rules Committee. Again, a man and a woman. We will start with the man, and I will take nominations. And if you would put your hand up over in next to your name, it will come up. If you don't see how to put your name up, it's under participants, and then you may have to go to the more, and you'll find some arrows and some.
Paul Perry.
Jesse Taylor, District CD 33. I would
Okay.
like to nominate Bill Easton.
Bill Eastland's name is in.
I'll second that.
It's Pastor Broden, SD 23. I'd like to nominate Mark Dunham.
Mark Dunham's name is in nominations. Do we have any other nominations?
Lillian Stockwell is asking to speak.
Ms. Stockwell?
Yes, I'd like to nominate Virgil Cruz.
Virgil.
Madam Chair.
Yes, ma'am. Or sir, sorry.
Madam Chair, this is Virgil Cruz. I respectfully decline.
Okay, Virgil has declined. Are there any other nominations?
Yes, I don't, because I'm a host, I don't have the ability to raise my hand. So I would like to ask if Kelly Shackelford would be willing to be our rules representative, if he has the time.
No, I would defer. I'm going to focus on platform this time and behind the scenes. Make sure, but thank you.
Okay. So right now we have Bill Eastland and Mark Dunham. Are there any other nominations? Okay, hearing none, we'll close the nominations.
There's a hand raised.
Hold on. I got Warren Norred.
Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't make a, there we are. Sorry, Warren. Go ahead, Warren. Can you unmute, Warren? There we go. No.
I've sent him an request to unmute.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you. I'd like to move that be limited to 1 minute.
Without objection, we will move that the speeches be 1 minute. Are there any objections? and the speeches will be 1 minute. Right now, we still have Bill Eastland and Mark Dunham and I think I closed that, sorry. Okay, the name Bill Eastland and Mark Dunham are in. We will give them each 1 minute to speak. Bill, you were nominated first. We will let you speak. Bill, hold on. Bill, you're muted. There you go.
All right, sorry. I only just now saw that. Okay, I am a rules guy. I'm also a platform guy. I spent half my career as a Republican working on platforms, and I realized how important the rules are. I've served multiple times on my county rules committee. I currently serve on it. I served on the rules committee of the SREC when I was on the SREC. I pay very close attention to the national party of the national, the Republican National Committee. I've gone to multiple meetings. There are important things in the rules. Now, unfortunately, this may be just a symbolic thing, but if it turns out that we wind up actually having a rules committee meet, I will represent the interests of Texas well. I want to make sure that when we get to a future national convention, the delegates actually have chances to vote instead of just being a show. Thank you very much. I appreciate you considering me.
Sorry, Mark, I was muted. Mark, are you ready?
Yes.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
My name is Mark Dunham. I've been on the SREC now for 3 terms and just elected to my 4th. 22-year military intelligence officer. I would have no intention of changing anything from the that would jeopardize Texans, let alone the nation and our president. So I would ask for your vote. Thank you very much.
Sorry, thank you. All right, we've heard from both of them. I'm going to assign the green button.
Oh, hold on. You have a hand raised.
Thank you. Ms. Clouser, you had a question?
Yes, ma'am. What are we voting on? I kind of think I know, but there's others asking that question on chat. Thank you, ma'am.
It is the male's position for Rules Committee.
Thank you.
Okay. Any other questions? All right. I'm going to assign the green button to Bill Eastland, the red button to Mark Dunham, and make sure it's only the delegates voting.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
The green button is for Bill Eastland. The red button is for Mark Dunham, and it's only for delegates to vote. And we'll close the voting in 3, 2, 1. Voting is closed. It looks like Mark Dunham was 64 and Bill Eastland was 54. So congratulations, Mark.
Thank you very much.
The next, I will take nominations for the female position for the Rules Committee. Do I hear any nominations?
Madam Chair, I just have a point of information.
Yes, ma'am.
Could you send us maybe email us the agenda so we know what's coming up?
What's coming up, this will be the rules. After this, we will elect 2 members to the platform. Then we will elect 2 members to the organization. And then we'll have any announcements about the convention.
Thank you so much.
Okay. So are there any nominations for the female rules member? If there are no nominations, I would gladly serve.
I have a nomination.
The hands are up.
Nomination. My hand's up.
No, I'm sorry, I did not see. Thank you. I'll call on Leslie Thomas. Leslie?
Yes, Madam Chair, I nominate Jan Duncan to be our representative on rules.
Thank you.
Madam Chair, I second that nomination for Jan Duncan.
Melissa Rowe, you have a.
Madam Chair, Starnes, I would third that nomination.
Are there any other nominations?
I'd like to nominate Buffy Ingersoll if she'd like it.
Buffy Ingersoll?
I would respectfully decline. Thank you, Melissa.
Jamie Mathis.
Yes, Jamie Mathis. I'd like to nominate Sherry Barnash, CD 20, Bear County, for this committee.
Are there any other nominations? I guess I need to turn this over to Josh if I'm running again. Josh, are you on the line?
Okay. Okay.
Are there any other nominations?
There are, let me see. There is, Jamie's the last hand. Okay, so without objection, I'm going to close the nominations. Jan, you were the first, and we're going to give you 1 minute. And
okay.
Go.
Again, I'm a mom. I'm a business owner. I ran the SREC rules for the last 2 years. I've always been on rules on the SREC. I kind of love rules. I'm kind of a rules nerd. I am in the process of getting my parliamentary certification. So yeah, that's me. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Sherry Barnash.
Yes. Hi, I'm Sherry Barnash. I'm from CD20. This is really my first foray into the whole convention thing. So I'm a newbie, so I'm planning to learn more, but I served as parliamentarian for our precinct and our congressional and Senate district folks. I am a military veteran. I've been married for 42 years. I have 3 children, 5 grandchildren spread across the country, unfortunately. And I just am looking to serve however I can. So thank you so very much.
Great, thank you. They both have about 30 seconds. Does anybody want to ask a question?
No, don't.
Okay, seeing none. Jan will have the green button, and Sherry will have the red button.
Yeah, that was fun.
Could you repeat the colors, please?
Yes, ma'am. Jan is the green, and Sherry is the red. Okay, I'm going to end the voting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The vote of 96 to 26. Jan Duncan is our Rules Committee representative. And with that, I hand it back over to her again, and I'm going to leave the building.
No, you're not allowed to leave. Okay, our next that we will be voting on is for the Platform Committee. We will first take nominations for the male on the Platform Committee. Do I have any nominations?
I would like to nominate Kelly Shackelford.
Actually, I'm raising my hand to nominate David Barton.
Do you want?
I second it.
Do you accept the nomination, Mr. Shackelford?
I don't. I'm going to support the platform behind the scenes, but I'd like Dave to be our guy if we need somebody.
I second
Okay.
David.
Amen.
Jesse Taylor, you have your hand up. Jesse?
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. Again, from Tarrant County, I think the man just told us his credentials, his resume. I would like to put Bill Easton in there again as our platform. He just announced that he's been on platform also, but he's a good guy, and I want to support him. And I would like you to.
Okay.
So Billy.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. However, I decline in favor of my friend David Barton.
Okay.
I did all that good preaching for nothing, Bill.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
Brown,
Thank
you have your Desiree Brown. You have your hand up.
Yes, I'd like to nominate Jason Vaughn.
Okay, we have the name of Jason Vaughn. Then Mark DeRaggio, you have your hand up. Mr. DeRaggio, could you possibly text it to me, because you sound like Alvin. If you'd text it to me, that would be great. Sorry. Then we have Catherine Huffines, Mary Catherine Huffines, with your hand up. I'll mute him.
I'm sorry, I'm waiting for the female.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Dr. Armstrong, did you had your hand up?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I was just seconding the nomination for David Barton. That's it.
Okay. And Zane Prince, sorry. You have your hand up?
All right. I was making sure that David Barton had actually been nominated during that discussion. So
yeah,
nominate David Barton.
Yes.
Second.
Okay. Yes, we have the names of David Barton and Jason Vaughn in nominations. We will close nominations. Again, we're going to go with 1 minute to speak.
Madam Chair.
Yes.
I did want to add a nomination.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't see your hand. Go ahead.
Yes, I would like to nominate myself as a in the CD 34 for the Platforms Committee.
Okay. It's Israel and Salinas. Okay. Any other nominations that I did not see? Okay, so we have the names of David Barton, Jason Vaughn, and Israel Salinas. Mr. Barton, I'm going to give you the first minute since you were nominated first. If you would like to unmute and give us a minute.
Thank you, Jan. Appreciate that. And thank you, Kelly and Robin and Bill. Real quickly, just to refresh, last convention I was on the platform committee, was the most active delegate, which is why they've asked me to help at this point. The platform we did in 2016 is considered the strongest we've had in the modern era. And so what we want to be able to do is simply update it. We want to point out the 200 new constitutional conservative judges that Trump has put there. We want to be able to point out that for every federal regulation that's gone in, he's taken 7 out, etc. So it is not a matter of changing platforms, it's a matter of strengthening the accomplishments that are there. And so that's why they're working on the House and Senate to be able to put the positive accomplishments from 2016, show how that those things have moved forward. So we're working on that. We hope we don't have to do anything with it. We hope that it'll get approved in Charlotte real quickly and the president goes behind it. But if something comes up, I want to be there to be able to make sure that it keeps that tone throughout. Thank you guys for considering me for delegate.
Okay, thank you. Jason Vaughn.
Man, talk about David and Goliath, but I guess in this point, I'm the David. But hey, listen, obviously David Barton is phenomenal. I've been the policy director for the Texas Young Republicans for the last few years as either the director or assistant director. I've lived at the Texas Capitol. I believe in a long, strong platform because I go there almost every day during session to fight for that platform. I fight for so many of our planks on there and to make sure that they get passed into law. One of the things I would like to work on under President Trump's accomplishments that does not get mentioned except by so many young people is his amazing work on criminal justice that has been, and that is so important for the election because it brings in young people, it brings in minorities. It's one of his greatest accomplishments, and that's why I would like to go there and work on that. And if there's any way, and I realize it's already extraordinarily strong, the pro-life issue is the other issue that is very close to my heart. I run Pro-Life Texas, informing 20,000 people on Facebook and social media about pro-life work in Texas. This is my first time. I've not been there for decades in every convention. I will say I don't have all the connections that others do, but I hope you'll give me the opportunity to stand up for Texas. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Mr. Salinas, you can unmute and you have 1 minute.
Yes, my name is Virgil Salinas. I'm a 26-year-old Republican. I have been working with the party as soon as I was able to. I joined my county Republican party. I joined as a precinct chair. I've been the precinct for a Democratic stronghold town. We've been able to give the commissioner for our town and our precinct the first row running for their seat. I'm a very big platform person. I'm constantly pushing the agenda and the platform of the Republican Party to everyone that will listen. And if you nominate me to the platforms committee, I will be showing Texas platform and Texans resolve to push forward Second Amendment platforms that affirm the right to life, the platforms that will affirm that we do not encourage the transitioning of minors through body mutilation and transgender hormone reassignment. I'm going to push forward constitutionalist, Texan, Republican platforms to ensure that our platform for the national convention is as strong as it can possibly be. I really appreciate any consideration from any of our delegates here, and thank you for your time.
Thank you. All right, since we have 3, I am going to assign the green button to David Barton, the red button to Jason Vaughn, and the go slower, the gray button next to it, to Israel Salinas. And voting, let me clear real quick.
Say that again. Can you repeat that once more? Just make sure everybody got it.
Let me clear the buttons real quick. Don't vote yet. The green button is David Barton. The red button is Jason Vaughn. And the gray go slow is Israel Salinas. And voting is open.
I'm so sorry. Would you repeat the colors again?
Sure. The green button is David Barton. The red button is Jason Vaughn. And the gray go slower is Israel Salinas.
Thank you.
Okay. And we're going to close voting in 3, 2, 1. Voting is closed.
Hey, Jan, hold on. I'm seeing some people who aren't marked that have voted.
Okay. I'll go down that before I take the total. But voting is closed. Please do not vote anymore. And you can go ahead and remove if you would, Rory. Yeah, we do seem to have a little over than usual. I would like to say one more time for anybody who's come in kind of late and is just starting to vote, if you're a delegate, please put, if it doesn't say it next to your name, either put it before or after, but put DEL so that we know who's a delegate. Because
put it before. It makes it easier if they're all in one block. So
before, yes, it would be much better. Yeah, put it ahead of your name.
Mm-hmm.
Even you, Mark.
Okay. Good to go, Jan.
Okay. David Barton got 95. Jason Vaughn got 20. And Mr. Salinas got 3. I would say that it's high enough that we don't have to have a runoff. Welcome, Mr. Barton.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. I'll represent you well. Thank you all.
All right. We now have open for nominations for platform for female. Do we have it?
I have my hand up.
Go ahead. Becky?
Okay. I'd like to nominate Bunny Pounds for platform.
The name of Bunny Pounds is in nomination.
I want to second that.
Okay. Any other nominations?
Yes.
Go ahead, Chris. Daniel?
I'd like to nominate Amy Powell from Harris County.
The name of Amy is in nomination. Leslie, did you have your hand up?
Yes, Madam Chairwoman, I'd like to nominate Bianca Garcia.
The name of Bianca, I believe is it Gracia or Garcia? Bianca? Gracia. Okay. I just want to try to spell it right. The name of Bianca Gracia is in nominations. Are there any others?
Madam Chairman, thank you so much, Leslie, for that confidence. But I'd like to decline. My hands are full right now.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Are there any other names?
Yes. I would like to nominate Liz Case for National Platform Committee Woman.
The name of Liz Case, is that CASC? Mary Catherine? Okay, the name of Liz Case is in nomination.
Excuse me, I hate to interrupt, but
yes,
the SREC has already moved us back 30 minutes. I mean, gave us another 30 minutes, but since we're still in deliberations and we're just getting into this, we're going to have to stop because a big chunk of us, of the folks in this room, are on the SREC, and this is the organizational meeting. They cannot. It's a hard stop at 6:30. Who's the
Jesse,
chair?
you there?
Jan?
Yes.
If I would like to make a motion that we, and this is not something I want to do, but I'm making a motion that we recess until 8 o'clock.
Second.
Move to.
Can I amend that?
I'm in SD 27 and we have yet to have our meeting and that starts.
Can we do this vote first?
Yeah, I can be available to about 9. That's possible.
You know, the one excuse me for interrupting, but we have to have this information to RNC tonight at 11 o'clock. We're on a hard deadline for RNC. Just to let you know.
Madam, I move to make a motion to go ahead and just complete this vote, at least get this done.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, second.
Josh, I think they're going to have to move the SREC back because the SREC can meet anytime. The SREC could meet tomorrow if they had to. We have to get these out. I still have to certify all the names.
How many more votes are there?
We have this one, we have the organization, and that's it. And we're moving pretty quick now. And I'll keep the time down to 1 apiece. I mean, the SREC is going to just we've got to get these out because the RNC needs these.
There's another good reason to delay the SREC, and that's that SD 27 hasn't even met yet to elect their SRECs. That's happening after this meeting at 7 o'clock. So if you push it back, that might be a good idea.
Yeah.
That's 6 point of information.
Yes, go ahead, Chris.
Yes, sir. We fully intend the SREC to make a motion to accept and amend the state nominations report to include all reports from the SD caucuses. I'm sorry. We intend to amend the state nominations report to include all persons elected in their Senate District Caucus meeting.
Okay, I think we got that last night when I moved them in. We did finally get those last 6 names and they were moved through. And
Madam Chairman, I have a motion on the table or on the floor.
You do. I'm sorry. Okay, is there a second to this motion?
John Starnes seconded.
Okay, we have a motion on the floor to stop and come back at 8 o'clock. Is there any debate on this motion? I guess we've heard the debate basically. Let's go ahead. If you are in favor of stopping and coming back at 8 o'clock, and it's just for the delegates to vote. I'm going to don't vote yet. I'm going to clear the buttons.
Can we not finish this by 7?
Okay. Well, they're wanting to go ahead and stop now and then come back at 8. But we're going to vote on that. So they're going to go with our vote. I will clear that one more time. Okay. If you all in favor of closing now and recessing now and coming back at 8, vote yes. And those opposed, vote no. And it's only delegates voting, please.
Okay.
Madam Chair, may I speak to the motion while we're voting?
Look, gentlemen, just
No,
move on.
We're voting.
Vote's lost. We got to go. Let's
Okay.
keep on voting.
We're done. Yes, it failed. The motion failed. I'm sorry, Josh. All right, we had 3 names.
Maybe some of the folks are going to have to leave the meeting to go to the other unless they want to stay here.
Okay. We have 3 names in nomination. We have Bunny Pounds, we have Amy Powell, and we have Liz Case. Bunny, if you would like to speak for 1 minute.
Thank you, delegation. So great to be nominated for this. Was honored when David Barton asked me to run. Really excited to serve and to support President Trump and Vice President Pence. I ran for Congress in 2018. I was the only woman on the Republican congressional ballot for the runoff. I was the only person in the entire United States in 2018 endorsed by Vice President Pence in the primary season. I've been a 15-year political consultant and helped our conservative movement be funded and taken care of. I'm also just launched a new Christian nonprofit called Christians Engage to engage the body of Christ to pray, vote, engage. I will absolutely stand up for the president, the vice president, who's a dear friend, and make sure that our platform remains solid and supports his record. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Amy Powell, you have 1 minute. Amy? Are you there, Amy? Have we lost Miss Powell? If Miss Powell is not there, then we will move on.
Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, I was on mute.
Okay.
Oh goodness, I apologize. Thank you so much. I'm Amy Powell. I've been involved in the party for 35 plus years. Was on the resolutions committee for SD7 several times, platform committee, secretary for SD7 and CD7 before redistricting. I've served wherever I've been asked or needed, and I would absolutely love the opportunity to serve with David on the platform. He's the platform expert, and it would be an absolute honor to accompany him as the female platform committee member. I've been a fan since my homeschool days with Wall Builders, his Wall Builders, and I would appreciate the experience to serve. Amy Powell.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ms. Case, is it Case Pickens? Go by Case or Pickens?
I go by both.
Okay, you have 1 minute.
Thank you. Hello, delegates. My name is Liz Case Pickens. I have served on the platform committee at the senatorial level for 12 years. I served on state rules 3 times, and I've served on the state platform committee 6 times. And this time I got to serve on the legislative priorities committee. And the issues are near and dear to my heart. And my reason for wanting to serve is to safeguard our platform. It's the most important thing that we can do. I think it is vital that we protect it, that we make sure that our platform is not touched, that we keep it as strong as we can, and that we protect the president and his ideals. If we're able to strengthen it, and if we're able to get his record put forward, that's the most important thing that we can do at nationals. And I promise that that would be what I would do to represent you. And I'd love the chance to be able to serve with David Barton. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Okay, we are going to assign the green button to Bunny Pounds, the red button to Amy Powell, and the go slower to Liz Case. Voting is open and only delegates again, please.
Can you repeat it again?
The green button is Bunny Pounds, the red button is Amy Powell, and the go slower is Liz Case. We're going to close voting in 3, 2, 1. Voting is closed. Lori, do you see anything?
Good.
Okay. Bunny Pounds got 82. Amy Powell got 11. And Case got 19. I think it's a large enough margin. We don't need a runoff. So welcome, Bunny.
Thank you all. I will serve you so well. It's such an honor, and served on the state platform as well. So thank you so much.
All right. Next we have organization. And we will again have a man and woman. I will take nominations for a man for the organization committee.
I nominate Matthew Walbeck. This is Bill Eastland.
Name Matthew Walbeck is in nominations. Anyone else?
I'd like to nominate Chris Daniel.
The name of Chris Daniels is in nominations. Any other nominations? Seeing no others, I will close nominations. We have Matthew Walbeck and Chris Daniel. Matthew, will you open your mic and you have 1 minute.
Okay, my name is Matthew Walbeck. I'm a former SREC from South Texas. I'm a small business owner. I own businesses in both Kingsville, Texas and Brenham, Texas. Brenham is where I currently live. I've worked in politics for about the last 15 years across 2 different states. I originally grew up in Michigan before getting back down here to Texas where I belong. I was an alternate delegate to the last national convention, and not only did I go to the convention, but I went up for the 10 days prior to convention and sat in on and attended and participated in all of the committee meetings doing the work of the party. That's what I would look forward to doing. I go to convention to do work. I'm not there for the parties and the glamour and the fun. I'm there to do work. So I'd appreciate your vote. Thank you, and have yourselves a wonderful night.
Okay. Chris Daniel, open your mic. Chris?
Hi, folks. This is Chris, your former Harris County District Clerk, and I'd be honored to serve once again on the Permanent Organization Committee. This will be my 5th national convention. I'm multilingual. I'm a strong supporter of taxpayers' rights, and I'll fight for you at the National Convention just like I did 4 years ago. It doesn't matter the state of the convention or what goes on at the convention. I'll be there for you. Chris Daniel for Permanent Organization.
Okay, thank you. I will assign the green button to Matthew Walbeck, the red button to Chris Daniel. Voting begins. Again, green to Matthew Walbeck, red to Chris Daniel. We will end voting in 3, 2, 1. Matthew Walbeck got 44 and Chris Daniel got 59. Welcome, Chris.
Thank you very much.
Just real quick, can we have any delegates who have left please change your name back with DEL in front of your name? I know some of y'all are getting kicked out due to your own internet or having to switch devices because they're dying. Just please remember to change your name, DEL in the front. Thank you.
All right, I will take nominations now for the female position on organization committee. Any nominations?
Madam Chairman? I have one. I'd like to nominate Liz Case.
The name Liz Case is in nominations. Mr. Halverson?
Yes, Madam Chairman, David Halverson, CD 24. I'd like to nominate Mano Puente.
Could you spell that for me? Sorry.
Which one? Monapuente. Oh, I'm sorry. Mona's an alternate right now. Sorry.
Okay.
I wanted to, Mona.
Can you tell us what this position does?
Madam.
Mr. Bunker, hold on just a second, Ms. Powell. Mr. Bunker, did you have a question?
Yes. I would like to nominate Laverne Kinnemeyer.
Madam Chair?
Yes.
I was the representative last time, and it's mainly honorary. You go into a room, and then it's just a little gathering, and then you leave. There's not much at all to it. And it's during the convention, when the convention's happening. So.
And this year, of course, it'll be even more so perfunctory since we're not all going to be in Charlotte.
Yeah, so it's mainly honorary, someone you want to give to honor them.
Are there any other nominations?
Madam Chair, I would like to nominate Becky Berger.
The name Becky Berger is in nominations?
Madam Chair?
Yes.
I'd like to nominate Desiree Brown.
Say that again?
I'd like to nominate Desiree Brown.
Desiree Brown is in nominations.
Madam Chairman?
Yes, ma'am.
I appreciate the nomination, but I respectfully decline.
Okay. Are there any other nominations?
I'd like to nominate Adrian Pena Garza from CD 15, one of my favorite and strongest and hardest working ladies from South Texas.
All right, we have Liz Case, Laverne Kinnemeyer, Desiree Brown, and Adrian Pena Garza. Are there any other nominations?
Madam Chairman, I have a question. Or not order, I'm sorry, point of information. Is this for the organizational? Is that what they're talking about?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and this is for Charlotte?
No.
Not for
No.
Charlotte? Okay.
No.
Okay, never mind. Okay, that's what I was just trying
All of them, the only ones that will go to Charlotte are credentials. All the rest will stay in Jacksonville.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So I have 4 names in nomination. Liz Case? Yes.
Can you check the waiting room? I got a couple of delegates trying to get in, I believe, and I think that's what's up.
I show no one in the waiting room right at the moment.
Okay, 10-4, I'll advise them. Thank you.
Okay.
Madam Chairman?
Yes.
This is David Halverson. I'd like to nominate Janie Howell.
Say that one more time.
Janie Howell.
Janie Howell.
Howell, Denton County Chair. Denton County Chair.
SREC, please.
Okay. Are there any other further nominations? At this time, nominations will be closed. We have the names Liz Case, Laverne Kinnemeyer, Desiree Brown, Adrian Pena Garza, and Janie Howell. And have all of those agreed to serve?
I do, yes.
Okay.
Madam Chair,
Yes, sir.
I think Desiree Brown removed her name.
No, that wasn't me.
No, I don't believe so.
I'm sorry.
Liz Case was first nominated. Ms. Case, if you'd like 1 minute to speak.
I could take a minute and tell you all the things that I've done for the party, but we've got SREC meetings that need to go on and other meetings, so you all don't need to hear that. I yield the rest of my time.
Thank you. Ms. Kinnemeyer? You can unmute and speak. Ms. Kinnemeyer?
I am doing it. Okay. My name is Laverne Kinnemeyer. I am the county chair of Rockwall County. I have served in this position for 2 county conventions, so I am familiar with the position. I have worked tirelessly for this Republican Party and been very active since 2006. I have attended all conventions since 2006. I would appreciate your vote.
Thank you. Ms. Brown, you have 1 minute.
Hi, my name is Desiree Brown. I'm from Collin County. I am your Young Republican National Federation Secretary, the Collin County Young Republican Chair, and I have served in various roles on the Collin County GOP in terms of supporting our conventions and organizing events and various other things. I'm a huge Trump supporter, and I have been a Republican since I was 16 years old when George W. Bush ran. So I am very excited to represent y'all and appreciate your vote. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Pena-Garza?
Hello, thank you very much for the nomination. I know we do need to get to SRAC. I do right now as well, but I did want to just say thank you for thinking about me. I've been involved with politics for quite some time. My father, Aaron Banya, switched parties back in 2010 and gave the Republican Party a supermajority. I've been involved with the Young Republicans for about 8 years. I was the president and then served as vice chair of the Texas Young Republicans. I'm now currently the Hidalgo County GOP chair, and it's one of the bluest counties in the state of Texas. And I stand up proudly for my president, for our values, unapologetically, and a lot of the times alone, and that's just fine. We've grown the party. We just elected our new nominee for CD15, Monica de la Cruz Hernandez, for Congress, and we're hoping to make history in November. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Howell?
Yes, I'm Janie Howell. I'm the Denton County Republican Party chairman and serving my 2nd term unopposed, and served as a precinct chair for several years before that. I have worked for 20 years helping to elect Republicans in Denton County, and I would appreciate your vote. Thank you.
Okay, sorry, I was typing to Josh real quick. All right, we will assign, please don't vote yet, we will assign Liz Case the green button, Laverne Kinnemeyer the red button, Desiree Brown will be the go slower, Adrian Pena-Garza will be the go faster, and Jane Howell, I'm sorry, if you go under more, there's a coffee cup. Please use the coffee cup. So once again, Liz Case is green, Laverne Kinnemeyer is red, Desiree Brown is slower, Adrian Pena-Garza is faster, and Jane Howell is coffee cup. And again, only delegates vote, please. We will close voting in 3, 2, 1. Voting is closed. Ms. Case got 18. Ms. Kinnemeyer got 7. Ms. Brown got 21. Ms. Pena-Garza got 48. And Ms. Howell got 15, sorry. So we will have a runoff between Ms. Brown and Ms. Pena-Garza. Let's clear the vote. And we will assign Ms. Brown will be the green and Ms. Pena-Garza will be the red this time. So again, Ms. Brown, green, Ms. Garza, red.
Can you say that again?
Ms. Brown is green, Ms. Garza is red. And we will close voting in 3, 2, 1. Ms. Brown got 26. Ms. Garza got 83. Welcome, Ms. Garza.
Thank you.
All right, that is all of our voting. Josh, are you there? Tell me you're there, or somebody from the RPT. Because all we have left are announcements of the convention requirements.
I think we can conclude until 8 o'clock now to allow people to go to the SREC now.
I mean, I think the announcements would be really quick if we could just, if I knew what they were.
Could they just email us?
Tony Ann, do you know what the announcements are?
I'm not, I just know that there's going to be paperwork that needs to be completed. We'll be letting you know that the delegates, you know, that all the paperwork is going to be done. So just be looking out for that. And so that can be completed, but you've already completed the forms. You might have mentioned that earlier, but anything that you've received, please get it back to us as soon as possible. But congratulations to all of you. Thank you all so much for being here.
Yes, thank you all very much. I
have a question. Are we going to get a new link?
A new link for what?
Come back to this, or are we going to use the same link at 8 o'clock?
No, I think we're going to be able to conclude. I think that that's what Ms. Dashiell was explaining, is that everything else now will come out because we're not together. Usually we're together and live, and they can hand out the paperwork and everything. Since we're not, they'll go ahead and email us all our paperwork and the things we need to fill out.
Because I came late and I didn't get any, I didn't hear what you said about the paperwork.
Okay, well, that is the end of the meeting, and that's that concludes that. So I guess we will see you in Jacksonville, and I, of course, will be broadcasting from Jacksonville all of the activities, and I'm looking forward to it more than you know. So until then, we will see you later. I'm Bunker Bob Steinhagen, and you have yourself a great day.